Welcome to our workshop on Adobe Spark. So you can see we are already here at the login, spark.adobe.com, and we are going to go over the different ways you can log in. So if you would like to log in with your student account, you can just click Login with School Account, and then you would access the Spark tools by using your KU email address. I'm going to log on using my existing Adobe account. So a few key points for using Spark. You can work on your desktop like we are doing right now, or you can work on your mobile device. So with your mobile phone, you can still access it using your KU email followed by the single sign-on. And in the case of the mobile, Spark exists in 3 different apps: Spark Post, Spark Page, and Spark Video. All of these seamlessly sync together so you can start a project on your mobile, continue it on the desktop, and work back and forth. So to get started with Spark, the best thing you can do for yourself is experiment with the branding. So you can create a brand, and we'll take a look at the one I've created. So I have loaded my logo, my colors, and my fonts to create my branded items. Notice when I open this, it has a tour pop-up. So that's one of the great things about Spark, is it offers you a lot of different help tools along the way. So you can see branded templates. For the page, I can create themes, same with videos, display my logo. So branding is a great way to get started on creating personalized content inside of Spark. So let's look at the 3 different parts of Spark. So you can create social media, print items like flyers, collages. You can create web pages, and you can create videos. So let's go ahead and start with creating a social media post. So I chose an Instagram, but I can always in my right menu resize that. So I can choose all these different types of social posts that are available to me. I can also create posters. We'll go ahead and just stick with this to get started. Then I have all kinds of templates that I can pick from to begin. So I can use this template and then start personalizing it. Any of the choices I make, I can change as I go on. So nothing really is a permanent change. Another thing I like about Spark Post is that I can save out one example, say as an Instagram, and then I can resize it for another social media outlet. So your content looks the same but is still correctly sized. I can also search the templates by a theme. So let's say I specifically want to look for an event. It's going to pull those event ones, and I can pick one of those that I like. So not only can I search by size, but I can also search by content that I'm looking for. Once I have one that I like, I can tweak the design a little bit. So if I want to switch any of the content, I can switch that up, get a fresh design look. I can brandify it using my brand icons and colors and fonts. I can further tweak my colors if I want to, either picking a new decorative color set or switching colors within my own branded template. I can change my design as I go through this, and I can move content on my own. So I just double click that, and now I've switched that icon up. Notice it brought in my logo, so I have that. Moving some of these away so they're outside of the photo. And so with my text, not only can I change that text, but I can also make some changes to it. So if I don't like that much line spacing, I can tweak that. I can rotate this text box. If I wanted to add another text box, I could click the add and add another text box. So just playing around with where things are and how things look. One of the cool features that you can use with type, all these changes along the size, so general text changes, but you also can change the color, the shape of the text, any type of text effects, and the style shuffle, which is just a cool way to play with some different looks for things, find things that you like, go back to the beginning, play with one of your earlier ones. So again, with my color, I can choose things within my branding. I can add a shape behind my text. So you can see with starting with a simple template, I can do a lot of different things to change how that looks as I go through there. Now to look at photos. So I'm going to select my photo, and your photos come from, if you use the stock ones provided, those come from Unsplash or Pixabay. You can also upload your own image. With your photo, you can apply filters to it, and you can switch from a photo to just a colored shape. One of the things you can do with the mobile app is you can animate this text. So I encourage you to play with that after we get done, so that you can go in, add some animation. That saves out as an MP4, but if you want to create a GIF out of it, remember you can always go into Photoshop and just quickly save that back out as a GIF. So once I've completed, I can either download or directly share out what I've created. I'm going to go back to my home to show you where this ends up at. So back at my home page, I can go into my projects, and there's my most recently created projects right here. I can organize things if I want. So you can see I've got folders. You can add different folders. You have a tab for shared with you. So that's one of the cool features that you can do with Spark, is share this content. So in order to do that, I would just click this little invite link, pop in a person's email address, and they would have access to this template as well. And you can see all the different options you have here as far as just basic edits, and I can always just click right there to edit that project again, make changes to it. So let's go back to our home page. So you can see this is another way to start content. And so this time I'm going to use presentation. Presentation is code for web page. I can also access that by going here and going to web page. So much like before when we started out with a theme, you have a theme along the right-hand side, and you can see these are my brand themes. And what you're looking at is you're going to get the colors and the text and the style of whatever theme you choose. Now you can add content and then change your theme, and it's so easy because you just scroll to add whatever content you want. Again, if you're looking for stock photos, those come from Unsplash and Pixabay. And one of the things I love about it on this web page is it adds photo credit at the bottom. So you don't even have to worry about the photo credit. That attribution is automatically added. You can add videos, but those videos must be hosted on another site. When you add text, you have all sorts of text features that you can apply, and this creates just a constantly scrolling web page. When you finish with your design, you can click the present button and actually use this as a presentation. So you can not just use it as a website, but also use it as a presentation. When you click that share link, it's going to give you a publish and share link. And one of the cool things here is that link never changes. So I'm going to close this down and actually open a web page I've already started so you can see that in action. All right, so this is something that I've created. You can see my blocks of texts. Here I've used a headline style. I've embedded videos that are actually hosted on YouTube. And I'm getting ready to put in an example, little additional example gallery. So if I wanted to present this, I can click that preview button. And so this is what it looks like. I can just play right through this. And so it's almost like a different way to use something like a PowerPoint or a Keynote. And with my share link, now let's go ahead, let's make a change to this. So I've made a change. I've already shared out this link once, but notice since I made changes, it says, we noticed you made some changes, update the link. Well, the great news is that actual first link never changes. I'm just updating the content. So you could send this to someone and they realize, oh, I needed to add this. That link would update. You wouldn't have to send anything out twice. I can also grab an embed and say embed that in a shell of, say, my WordPress site. So that is Spark Page. And then finally, we have video. So that's available here through Slideshow or here through video. And one of the great things about video is it provides these templates to help you get started. So if you've never done any type of video, this is a great way to get started. So I'm going to pick that first template. And again, it offers us another tour. And so this is how that template helps us. It offers storyboard cards to help us along. I still have a theme I can pick, both my branded and provided themes. And with these themes, I can also pick some colors with them. So let's say I want title and I want it to be in green. So you get a couple of different options with what you're doing with your themes. I can resize, so either a regular 1920 1080, or if I'm going to social, I can have a square size. Each of my different cards down here has a layout that I could use. So I could have a video that I upload. I can add text. I can choose to split that so it's half video and half text. Add a caption. And in this case, your video does not need to be hosted elsewhere. You can upload it straight to here and it'll allow you to set in and out points, edit the sound, and also add your music. Again, when you go to share, you can publish it, and that's going to provide you a link that you can share with other people. It also provides you a link that you could use over on that Spark page. Finally, you can download your video. It'll be downloaded as an MP4, so you could host that elsewhere or play that as part of a presentation. So that is your overview of Spark tools. Thank you for attending our workshop. I'm going to stop our recording and then we'll take additional questions.